Okay, guys, we are back once again this evening here for the pros. It's the turn of the pros, and those are your current championship standings on the screen. As you see, Rafael Blanco is out in front, Daniel Sedgley in second, John McHutchison third, Stefan Stiveria in fourth, Joachim Code in fifth, Florence Arabian in sixth, Mike Bruce on seventh, Thomas Renders is in eighth, Carol Larson ninth, Henning Haig in 10th. Matheson in 11th, Tia Sattenberg in 12th, Ola Bratton 13th, Ivan Bramer 14th, Luke Maxwell 15th, Paul Clark 16th, Paul Crabb down in 17th place, and Dennis Kyrgiakopoulos rounds out our top 18. Now in the team standings, Team Radline is in first, Team Slow-Mo Red in second, Slow-Mo Black in third, Racing Team Denkamp in fourth, Team Slow-Mo Gold in fifth, Octopus Racing sixth, IGL Coating Z Racing in seventh, Platinum Racing Team in eighth, and High Lounge Racing in ninth, and Made down in 10th place. Never fear, Merlo is here. We have moving images and noise. Yes, you do. As we can see, David Waters there from Racing Team Denkamp go off, unfortunately, in turn one. Is everything okay? Okay. I think that's just you in reference to the fact that it's live. All right, cool. I hope. I'm so confused right about now. Yeah, great. Oh, God, he freaked me out for a minute. I was wondering what was going on. Right. We're back underway. Just bear with me for a reason here. I've got a funny feeling something's changed in the output settings. Yeah, it has. Why? I don't understand. How can things change between one broadcast to the next and then you never touch a thing? All right, just bear with me, guys. Hopefully the stream will settle down. Sorry, James, didn't mean to give you... No, it was all right, mate, because it made me do something at the moment as well. That's basically set the broadcast up, and I changed over from one to the other. I never changed a single thing, but yet apparently my settings have changed between the first one and the second one. So I don't understand when all I did was sit here and eat me McDonald's. But never mind. Right. I don't know. Oh, dear. All right. Happy days. We're all up and running and everything is fine. We're in to qualifying now, guys, as well. So these guys are going to start seeing times coming in thick and fast. Paul Crabb, as he said, just here to see if Mike Bruce runs out of fuel in a fixed. Well, as funny as that would be, I don't think it's completely possible. But then again, I say that, right? And I'm not going to lie to you. I had Nordschleife. I ran out of fuel in Nordschleife. Was it an Happy Meal? No, mate, it was a Big Mac meal, and I was woofing it down. It was cold. It turned up just as we started the last one, and yeah, I had to sit there and just kind of stare at it on my desk, lovingly waiting to eat it. Because I didn't think me sat here eating a Big Mac meal while I'm commentating would go down too well. So I just sat there staring at it lovingly for about half an hour. But there we go. Yeah, I did run out of fuel in a fixed at Nordschleife, and I don't even think I was driving that slowly, but I think they got an extra lap in. I think the leader was going that quickly. They managed to get an extra lap in, and obviously the fixed setup wasn't really ready for it, so I did run out of fuel. But there we go. I've managed to eat it now. I'm not going to lie. Thank you, Miles. I managed to eat it, so I'm all right. I'm all good. But yeah, I did have, you know, sitting there staring at it with all my heart. As we can see, Mike Buson now is going purple in Sector 2. This is going to be his flying lap. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, look at Sedgley. Oh, look at Daniel Sedgley. Purple across the board. Can Sedgley now, he's got green. That's because Sector 2 is taken purple by Ola Bratton from the guys at Team Slow-Mo as well. Don't forget, the guys, they are raising money for charity as well, so please go and hit the link up down below if you can. Literally anything from £1 to 50 cents to 25p you could donate would actually be amazing. That's going towards a mental health charity there as well. So please hit that up. That would be absolutely incredible. So much love for all the guys at Team Slow-Mo. Daniel Sedgley is currently on pole position. Oliver Brown in second. Stefan Severia is in third at the moment overall. So these guys, they're on the timing tower, the ones with the fastest times. Down in the 135, 117s. Now I'm expecting that to go a little bit quicker. It's going to go drop down the order a little bit quicker. Ty's still warming up. Yeah, I would have thought so, to be fair. So, yeah, tyres are still warming up. 135, 117. Stefan Severia Hurgut in third. John McHutchinson, the man who despises this track combination. He said with an absolute passion he does not like it, and here he is out on track. So fair play to John, still persisting to have a good old go. There you go, John McHutchinson having a good old go here tonight as well. Doesn't like it, but he's going to keep trying. That's all that matters from the wonderful Scotsman there. So much love to him. Currently sitting in fifth place. Oliver Brown second. Mike Bousson goes into pole position. Daniel Sedgley jumps Mike. Mike had it all for a split second. David Waters goes up into third. Dennis Kiriakopoulos is going to come across the board as well. He's now sitting in seventh. Joachim Kjod is down currently in 11th. He's going to come across the board as well for Team Slow-Mo. Where is Joachim going to go? Nowhere. Nowhere. Let's see what Kettle Larson can do as he comes across the line from IGL. Sitting currently in 13th, goes up into second. Kettle Larson, barnstorming lap, breaks into the 134s, 1/10 back. Now it's time for the turn of Rafael Blanco. What can they go? So typical whinging jock. Hey, you said that, I didn't. I just read the message out. Not getting myself involved with that one. I've seen, you know what I mean? I don't want any DMs. But here goes Rafael Blanco now, currently coming across the board. What can he do as he goes across the line here in the Radical Sim Racing Pros? There's the line there. Blanco goes into fifth. Ooh, fifth. However, Paul Clark has got 2 green sectors there as well from our sponsor this evening of iLoungeRacing.co.uk. Please go and check them out. So for all your sim rig needs there, as Paul Clark goes across the board with greens across the board. What is Paul going to do? Ooh, up into 8th on a 1:35.26. A fair play to Paul Clark. Stellar job for him up in there as well. So 1:34.861 for Ola Bratton. That's his fastest time. Thomas Renders did his fastest time last time out as well. Is there anybody improving? John McHutchinson jumps up into 8th. Yeah, he's not loving his circuit. When do we ever say John's down in 8th? Kettle Larson goes across the board. He's still in 2nd place. Rafael Blanco. Got green and a yellow at the moment. Oh, and Hi-Fi needs, if you truly love Hi-Fi. Yes, they do actually, iLounge Racing, yeah. They do Hi-Fis as well, so you can go check them out. Hi-Fis, for anybody that doesn't understand, Paul, how would you explain a Hi-Fi? It's a block stereo with a turntable on top. There you go. Not really quite... It's like a Bluetooth speaker just with a turntable. I don't know. Explaining Hi-Fis to anybody that doesn't understand Hi-Fis. But there we go. So Daniel Sedgley is going to go sport. He's got purple in sector 2. Here we go for Sedgley, 1:34.504. Purple there. 1:34.29, and he's got a purple in 2 and a purple in 3. Ivan Bramer jumps up into 7th place as he comes across the board as well. Ola Bratton has got a couple of improvements there as well. He jumps up into 5th. Taya Sandberg and Joachim Kjod, no real changes. Joachim goes up into 9th. What's Kettle Larson going to be able to do? He's got a green in sector 2. It's a 90s thing. Yeah, it is, mate. It's a hi-fi unit. I got one beside me. Carol Larson still in second place. 1:15 left remaining there this evening as well. Right. Rafael Blanco. Coming across the line in the 7th place at the moment. I think it's a little bit earlier than the 90s as well, mate. Miles, I've got to be honest though, bud. Rafael Blanco goes into second. At the death there, Rafael Blanco goes second, 1:34.480. So fair play to Rafael. Goes into second place. Where's Dennis Kiriakopoulos going to go across the line? Is he going to be green? Ah, he's yellow. Is he going to get an improvement on the board? Wow, not really. Right. Here we go, guys, as well. The grid is up. Daniel Sedgley is in first place. Rafael Blanco in second. Kettle Larson third. David Waters fourth. John McCutchinson in fifth. Mike Bousson sixth. Ola Braden seventh. Ivan Bramer eighth. Stefan Severia Hurgut in ninth. Joachim Kjod in 10th. Thomas Renders in 11th. Paul Clark is in 12th place. So there we go. And below that, we've got Dennis Kiriakopoulos in 13th. Taya Satterberg in 14th. Scott Lear down in 15th place. So it's just showing how tough the series has got when you see Dennis Kiriakopoulos all the way down in 13th. Do you know what I mean? It's just absolutely insane when you think about it. Right. Well, get ready, guys, because it's going to be an absolute stellar one here from the pros. 15 cars on track. Hopefully everybody will survive. Right, so everybody's out on the grid apart from Dennis Kiriakopoulos and Scott Lear. Here we go. There is Daniel Sedgley getting ready. Dennis Kiriakopoulos is not on. Scott Lear is not on. Predictions in chat, guys. Let me know who you think is going to win. Hashtag and then surnames. Bubbling along here at the moment. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're underway. Underway. Absolutely barnstorming start for David Waters. He's managed to take second place away from Blanco. Is he going to get the first down into the first corner? Then, oh! Incidents. David Waters going down the order. Not entirely sure what happened. Rafael Blanco held on to it though and is now in first place. Daniel Sedgley in third. Kettle Larson down in second. If David Waters up and running, he is. I'm not quite entirely sure what happened there. Daniel Sedgley there as well. We'll have a look back at that one very shortly. But at the moment, these guys are playing it out. John McCutchinson now has got his he's got to get a move on, because I tell you what, these guys up front are tasty. You know what I mean? And if he wants to try, he's got to try and get past him at the moment. And Ivan Bramer is in the mix with Ola Bratton from Team Slow-Mo. Joachim Kjod up. Oh! Whoa! Taya Satterberg flying straight past the camera there, completely missed the corner and into the barrier he went. But Ivan Bramer there in the middle. Let's have a look back at this crazy start here from David Waters' point of view, because he did fly off the start here. So there is David Waters there. Oh, he's jumped it. Oh, he jumped the start. So he jumped to start and then out brakes and then tries to run on and doesn't get through and tag Daniel Sedgley. Yeah, he may have outbroke himself, but he jumped to start. That's why he didn't go anywhere. Kel Larson and Rafael Blanco now as they go down into turn one. Here we go, Blanco on the left, Larson on the right. Oh, nothing doing there. Mike Busson and Ola Bratton. Where are you going, Ola Bratton? Where is Ola Bratton going apart from into the barrier? Oh, Ola Bratton in the barrier there. Rafael Blanco and Kel Larson now. Send it, lads. He definitely did send it there, mate. I tell you what, Ola Bratton went for it. So he absolutely flew. Blanco has got Larson behind him 27 minutes on the clock. Ivan Braymer has been overtaken by Stefan Severia here. Ola Bratton's jumped into the pits. I'm guessing that damage was a full ball punt in the wall. David Waters is coming back out of the pit, so he's done his fast repair and he's come back out. Rafael Blanco, Kel Larson and Daniel Sedgley are now your top three, with John McHutchison in fourth place. Joachim Kjod up 5 positions, mind you, on that one. So Joachim there with up 5 positions currently at the moment. So big lock up from Hutchinson. Can he catch John McHutchison here? He's going to be trying to see what happens. Braymer is over the back of Severia currently at the moment as well. This is a battle down for 7th and 8th place. But this is where the drive's going to be. Look at Blanco. One move. As they come racing down now, they're going to go underneath us. Larson has got Sedgley. Sedgley's got the door's open. The door is open, and through goes Sedgley. Through goes Joachim Kjod as well. He's taken John McHutchison. Mike Busson is going to climb his way back, but here comes McHutchison again on the inside. Is he going to try and block the gaps off? He's not. Joachim takes his line and goes through. Currently, and that is now Kjod up into 4th place at the moment as well. So fair play to Joachim Kjod there for making that move, and is now in 4th place. Sedgley and Larson there. Second battle for 2nd and 3rd. Daniel Sedgley did pass Kel Larson. Ola needs to rein in them, sends Paul Crabb. We'll see that in the next Radical News report. Will Sedgley be damaged by downfalls? He's currently in 2nd place at the moment. If he has, it's very minor. Don't get me wrong, there was a tap there from David Waters, but not too sure if he would have done damage with him or not, to be honest. But we'll have to keep an eye out. But Mike Busson is catching John McHutchison. That's one to keep an eye on. And Sedgley and also there Larson behind him. Severia behind that as well. Got Ivan Braymer. He's trying to catch Ivan Braymer currently as in the battle for 7th and 8th at the moment. Daniel Sedgley now going down, and Kel Larson right behind that. Here we go. Can Sedgley keep the gap down? The problem is obviously when these guys go into that tricky section from now on that run down into 10, they've then got the right, the left, the right, and then they've got to go right, then they've got to go left, and then they've got to go right again, and all within a space of about 15 seconds. So there's a lot going on inside these cars, but if they don't keep the concentration level up there, then that's where the problem's going to lie, I think. Because they've got to really kind of make sure that they're going to be making moves in the right places. I don't think trying to make a move through here, however, I did do it myself in a Mercedes GT3 once. I'd like to give myself props for that one in a GT3. Went round the outside here and rode the inside curb, took the position away. So there you go, props to me. It hasn't happened again, mind you. So, but Mike Busson is climbing on the back of McHutchison. The problem with Busson is he's got Braymer right there as well. So if Braymer now gets this draft and Busson gets this draft, this could be McHutchison under a whole heap of pressure going down into turn 1, and not by 1 car but by 2. Because there's McHutchison there. If we go on to the nose of Braymer, who, don't forget, is literally behind us, so we're going to try and see. Here comes Buson, pull out. You dangerous. That was, he could have, never mind. That could have been, the door was open, I think, for Mike to put that through. The thing is, whether it's out of the fact that he didn't want to make the move, he's got Ivan Bramer who would have made that move. So there's got to be this hunger there from Buson to want to get that move done on John, because all that's doing is dropping him down into the hands of Bramer, who in turn is dropping down into Severia. So if Mike does that again, down this long straight finish straight, and doesn't make the move into that turn over McCutcheon, if he can get close enough, mind you, he's going to be in trouble, because I tell you what, Bramer ain't going to be thinking twice. And well, there we go. Now he's got to be looking, surely, at clearing McCutcheon down here now. If he does not, and he sits behind him like he does last time, the gap's going to be gone, because Bramer will make that move. Bramer's hungry. Bramer wants it. If Mike was a burger, Bramer would be chasing him to eat him by now, and he would have bought him from McDonald's, I'll tell you that much. So for Buson now, respect, teammate, go out the window, mate, because you've got to get past him. He is slowing you down, and I don't get to often say that words about the Scotsman that is John McCutcheon, but he is overall, so he's got to really kind of push this, you know. And Buson, you got to go, son. You got to go. Here he goes. There is Mike Buson. He's made that move out, and he's going to be getting through. Bramer's going to be looking to follow him through as well. The gap's open. The door's open. Can he hold it? Can Bramer hold it? Buson's got to run out on the curb. McCutcheon loses not only one, he's on the jeopardy of losing two here. Bramer's going to run him around the outside. Oh. Can Bramer look at coming back? Because all that done's for Bramer is stuck him into the hands of Severia behind him. So can Bramer now look at coming back at McCutcheon? He said he didn't like it. McCutcheon said he didn't like it, but didn't like it, and not expecting him to drop down the order like this is a bit of a shocker, to be honest. So, but Rafael Blanco here has got Daniel Sedgley for company for about probably the next 20 minutes or so. So I think from Blanco's point of view, there's not a lot he's going to be able to do down this straight if Sedgley gets close enough. 20 minutes on the clock remaining now, and what can Sedgley do? He's doing the one thing he's going to do, and that's clear Blanco. Don't move late. There you go. That is Daniel Sedgley through, slowly dropping off Kettle Larson, but look at this, John McCutcheon under a heap of pressure. There goes Bramer, there goes Hugo, they're going to be going through wide down into turn one. John's backed out, Ivan's not, neither is Stefan. Stefan's sending it on two. It's a double place. There's Buson going to be looking at coming back on the inside. He is, he's going to be trying to get him on the inside for Coca-Cola. Oh, Buson's through. That was a double move for Stefan Severia there, past Ivan Bramer, past John McCutcheon, and at one point he was nose ahead of Buson as well. So technically that's Severia taking 3 places in one corner, all because of that draft. Missed the breaking point. Sorry, Ola, what you mean this one? There's Ola Braden coming down into the hairpin section. This is what jumped him into the pits. And around he goes now. I'm also a bit fearful of what's just happened here, and I got a funny feeling I've just kind of missed that. And I've missed it because I was looking at that, but this one. Mike Buson and Stefan Severia now going down into turn 10. Oh. Little bit of a contact on Mike there. And that's dropped him down the order now. So Buson is all the way down in 10th place. So Daniel Sedgley Rafael Blanco, barely 2 tenths back from each other at the moment, and we've got 18 minutes on the clock. Good driving, bad driving. Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing, though, Paul. Do you know what I mean? Because if you have a look on the nose here, right, and I'm going to go nose cam. Okay, maybe I'm not. Why is that done it like that? Come on. Watch. The door's open. The door's open. So he does it. I know. And he was alongside. And as I keep getting told by people who apparently I'm not allowed to go there, that the person alongside has got the move. So you tell me. The door was open though. There was a gap. So you tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Let's have a debate in chat. Do you think who and what was responsible for it? Because there was a bit of both, I think, on there. And yeah, he was never alongside until. I'll tell you. You racing drivers are the worst spectators. I've tried that before, right? And I get told that, look, I'm going to have another look here. Right, we're going on board with the chopper, right? Now we'll play it quarter, we'll drop it down again in a minute. Right. The door's open and he doesn't move. Now he's made the move, right? Mike's now come across and I may have to concede defeat here, don't get me wrong. Maybe. Sedgley and Blanco still going into the tricky turns, 10 and 11. The thing is, I think if he'd moved out earlier, I think he would have got that. If he'd moved out earlier and went in the inside, Mike would have given him room, but he didn't move. Brewson's now chasing down Paul Clark. This is a battle all the way down in 9th and 10th place, but Sedgley and Blanco, 16 minutes left on the clock, are going down this long straightaway run here again this evening for lap 9. It's going to close right up as well. Gap's going to come down and Blanco's not going to be close enough this time around unless he tries an absolute almighty Glenn Christensen send. But he's not this time around. However, Ivan Bramer may get Dennis Kiriakopoulos here, and boost on behind will also get Clark. Clark's gone defending left. Look at that, he's left the door open now. He left the door open, Bousson pushed him back to the right-hand side of the circuit. Bousson's coming through now into turn 1. Job done for him there as well. Oh, Zanetti runs wide. Bousson, a maker of his own worst enemy. I'll tell you, he can be at times, and now he's got to slot back in behind Paul Clark again. What do we think? Some corners are one line, yeah, but I think the problem is that if he'd taken that inside line earlier, he had overspeed. He had overspeed, clearly. If he'd taken the line inside earlier on, he may have got it, but he just didn't get it. And now, unfortunately for him, he went into the side of Bousson. So, yeah, bit of a scrappy one, really. But Daniel Sedgley here, 14 left on the clock now. Out in front currently, and Mike Bousson climbing down all over Paul Clark from iLounge Racing, one of our sponsors this evening as well, guys. So please go and check them out. Check out iLoungeRacing.co.uk. That would be absolutely amazing. And don't forget the Team Slow-Mo Boys are charity fundraising as well, and the link is in the description. So please go and check them out. That would be incredible. Daniel Sedgley and Rafael Blanco now still nose to tail. There's no real reason why Rafael really needs to make this move. Like, he doesn't kind of have to make it till about, really, 2 laps for the end, and he's clearly lifted. We've just seen it there. Ran that tricky 100R. on this run down into 8, 9 and 10. Hard on the brakes he goes, down through the gears. Ooh, on the gas. I want to see if he lifts off down the straight. So coming around the left-hander now of 12 and 13. Daniel Sedgley there in front of us. We've got about half a second, mind you. This is pretty your closest battle on track. However, the Busan battle has just got very, very spicy with Paul Clark. Busan now looking at coming up the inside of 11, 12. Goes over the crest of 13 before he comes back now for that run down into 14. Oh, here we go, Mike. Mike's on the gas. Yeah, he didn't get it. Didn't get it. Mike's going to get this, though. Shut the wall off, Paul. Shut the wall off. There's nowhere there, Mike. He's got it all the way to the left-hand side. There is Paul Clark. Clark's going to hold that inside line down into turn 1. Oh, Paul Clark holds him. Paul Clark holds off Mike Busan when he looked like an absolute sitting gut duck down that straight. Busan's over the curb now. He's trying out. Oh! Just misses the back end of Mr. Paul Clark there. Busan's trying. Busan is trying. I'll give him that one. This guy's coming round turn 6 on that run down through 8, 9, 10 now. Mike Busan, this is your battle for ninth place. Clark's on the inside again. Oh, Clark's gonna tighten it up, and now he's got Busan behind him. Literally right behind him this time. Can he do the same thing again? Can he do the same thing he did last time and hold off Mike Busan? Right. Oh, Mike's got a wiggle on. Trying to jump on the gas far too early. And he's now got a wiggle on as these guys coming down into turn 1. Your leaders are battling out as well. Daniel Sedgley and Rafael Blanco, but it's here. Mike Busan and Paul Clark, and I think that wiggle really jeopardized Busan for that one more lap. He's going to be there for at least one more lap. Rob Williams, good evening. How are you, sir? Paul Clark, the master defender. Absolutely, he is at the moment. Incredible racing from these guys here. Daniel Sedgley, Rafael Blanco, Kel Larson, Jochen Kjod, Severia, McHutchinson, Bramer, Dennis Kyrgiopoulos, Paul Clark, Mike Busan on screen. Quite upset, I must say. Oh, yeah. I think, to be honest, that was literally a send and a half from Christensen in the AM race. I don't think he was ever going to make that corner, never in a month for Sundays. So I don't know if he just maybe Clem missed his braking point. So Mike slowed down to allow Paul Clark to come through, right? And look where Thomas Renders is. Right on Mike's bottom. Severia now has got Joachim Kjod there in front of him at the moment. Cat and Stefan past this one. There he goes, he's pulled out. He's going to be looking at making a move now. Stefan Severa is through. Now, this is the battle with Busan on Clark. Can Busan get this job done for Clark? Clark's hugging the wall. Look, he can go closer, but if he goes closer, he jeopardizes it. Busan's got to look at trying to come around the outside. Ah, Clark's not giving it up. Oh, Clark's locked up. Clark's locked up and has allowed Busan to come through. Really, Clark's just got to send it in deep here. In deep on turn 3. In deep. Commit, Paul, commit. Oh, look at that battle. Now Renders is involved as well. This is now a freeway. Paul Clark, Mike Buisson, and Thomas Renders. Renders is gone up. Oh, there's going to be contact. Renders there went from the third of the pack to the front line. Now Buisson's got a different entity altogether as he looks at coming through. Buisson's now, is he going to be leading the free? He is. Renders is going to run him on the inside. Renders goes in, puts it in further. They come through the chicane. Thomas Renders, Mike Buisson, Paul Clark. 7 minutes on the clock. Thomas Renders there. What a stellar job he done there. Went from the third to the first of this pack of 3. Mike Buisson now as well as looks to have gotten a lot smoother run. Can Clark stay with him? Can Clark stay with him? There we go, Buisson's now. Oh, he sweeps to the right. Oh, Buisson went all the way to the left side of the track. Renders is going to put that in deep on the inside, but Mike, leave him room. Leave him room. He was obviously going to send that through. But I tell you what, the fact that Thomas went from the front, man, he went from the back to the front of these 3 in one corner was incredible. He didn't take prisoners, did not take prisoners, did Thomas Renders. Here we go. What can he do now? We've got the leaders still as they are. Blanco, Sedgley, Blanco, Larson, Severia, Joachim Kjod, Muck Hutchinson, Bremer, Kirikopoulos, and then we've got this battle for Renders, Buisson and Clark here on track currently at the moment. These guys are coming down into turn 10, which is the right-hander, into the chicane. Buisson's got, look at a better run. Is Buisson going to try and run him on the outside of turn 11? Think better of it, Mike. Think better of it. You got a long straightaway coming up. Renders has gone in deep. The door's left open. Buisson's now in the front of the 3. As these guys are coming on to the start-finish straight, Paul Clark is trying to use a lot more of the track, but Daniel Sedgley still out in front currently at the moment, still about 3 tenths back from Rafael Blanco. But I think this one has settled down now a little bit. 5:45 on the clock. Daniel Sedgley out in front, Rafael Blanco in second, Kjell Larsen in third place. Mugged them both, yeah, he did. He absolutely did as well. He just went straight through. Incredible move from Thomas Renders. So there you go. Don't forget, guys, to like as well. Give the video a big old thumbs up if you're here for the first time. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bells for notifications because we've got a lot more amazing action coming up. Starting with later on at about 1:30 in the morning for all you UK times, about 8:30 for the Americans. We've got the Pro and Ams of the Americas from Fuji as well. And then on Saturday, around about the same time, believe it or not, we've got ovals from Martinsville with myself and Michael David. And then on Sunday, we've got the Endurance here at Fuji. I wonder if we will have John McHutchison. Rafael Blanco just made a mistake then, and now has dropped right back at the moment from about 1 point. He was literally nose to tail at about 1.24, so unfortunately for him, he's dropped back as well. And then we've got the Endurance on Sunday from Fuji as well. So we've got a lot of action coming up here on the JPB YouTube channel. So keep on the bells, stay up to date, and you'll be first to know when we go live. So, situation, 4:22 on the clock. Sedgley, Blanco, Larsen, Severia, Kjod, McHutchison, Bremer. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Thomas Renders. Thomas Renders now. That's coming into 12. That's allowed Paul Clark through. Thomas Renders went from the front of the pack to the back of the pack. He'd already lost the position to Buisson, and now has dropped down the order 1.5 seconds. This is pretty much as they were. I think this is how it's going to finish. I think Sedgley, as long as he keeps it on track, is going to win. Blanco does not look like he's under pressure at all from Larson, and Severia is not going to catch Larson either. So as it is, guys, on your screen, as long as these guys do keep it on track at the moment, this is probably around about how it's going to finish, I think. So there you go. Looks like it's real. So yeah, I think the tyres are going off here. We've been about maybe 4 to 5 laps left. Dave Rollison did say the last one in the AMS that the tyres were going off. So, you know, it's maybe that sort of time when they look like they're shot, to be honest, but we'll have to see how it all pans out. But I think as long as Sedgley can keep it on track for this one lap and one more, I think he will get this. So, yeah. Oh, gap nearly come down to under a second then for Sedgley and Blanco. Blanco didn't quite get it this time. So, well, you need to look after your tyres on this track. Yeah. What do we think on the endurance then? Because obviously the endurance league comes here Sunday. So what are we thinking on there? Because obviously they've got an hour and a half for this. We're going to think a definite tyre change this time? Because I know people are running it where they're not tyre changing, but, you know, if you don't, are you completely shot? Is that tyre wear that bad on this circuit? So what are we thinking for Sunday? Do we think these guys are going to need to change tyres? As Sedgley comes around turn 13, it's going to be... He might make one more lap, you know. If he does, he's going to take it by literally a fraction. 43, he needs a 35. Oh, I think it's going to be white flag. It is. It is the white flag out there. Ivan Bramer, John McCutcheon currently sitting in 6th. Barney is waving. Barney is waving. So, open setup can be much kind on tyres, so I expect no tyre change, especially Nagel. You reckon? Yes, so they will need to change. Nagel won't. No, Rudolf Nagel, I don't think he's going to. But do you think he can make it last, though? You've got an hour and a half on this circuit. It's from another planet. Okay. Fair point. But Daniel Sedgley has done an absolutely stellar job here this evening. Absolutely wrapped this one up. Got this job done and dusted. It's coming through 10 and 11. Yeah, I think he is. But why, though? What's the difference between him and the likes of Paul, yourself, Daniel, Raphael, John? You know what I mean? Why can he do the tyres and the others can't? But this is it, guys. Daniel Sedgley is going to come across the line and take the victory here this evening. Daniel Sedgley wins the pros in first place. There you go. Sedgley is your victor. Blanco in second, Larson in third. There is Larson there. Severia in fourth. Joachim Chiodi in fifth. John McCutcheon sixth. Ivan Bramer seventh. Dennis Kiriakopoulos coming down in 8th place. Good with setups and master control and keeping his temps down. Paul Clark coming across the line in 9th. Thomas Renders after that excellent move and then that move down. Oh, Buson, last lap. Last lap here for Mike Buson. He's at the front of these three now. Oh, look at that. Poor Mike Buson. And then David Waters, who had that jump start at the beginning and then got involved in the incident, and all got a little bit messy for David Waters, unfortunately. I can guarantee he probably slipped off his pedal. But here are the race results for the pros. Daniel Sedgley is in first place, Rafael Blanco in second, Kettle Larson in third, Stefan Severo Hugo in fourth, Joachim Kyoda in fifth, John McCutcheon in sixth, Ivan Bremer seventh, Dennis Kiriakopoulos in eighth, Paul Clark in ninth, Thomas Renders in 10th, Mike Bousson in 11th, Taya Sattenberg in 12th, David Walters in 13th, and Ola Bratton and Scott Lear did not finish. So, bonus for Mike, he didn't run out of fuel. Yeah, I'll be very surprised if he could run out of fuel, to be honest with you, Paul, or fix that. But I think if they might have made that one more lap, it might have been close, you know, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, there you go. They did manage to get through. But unbelievable driving there as well from these guys. Wow. There you go. So, we had Brown, Iglesias and Rolliston in the AMs. Then we got Sedgley, Blanco and Larson in the pros. You are a cruel man, Paul. Yeah. Oh, dear. I did, yeah. You are, but at the end of the day, mate, it was... I gave him a load of grief after as well. I jumped in a voice chat with him after that, and God blimey, did he know I was there. I'd ribbed him like crazy after that, especially after the fact that he told... who did he tell? He told Ben, didn't he? He told you as well. He told you how to put... no, Simon Edwards, how much fuel he had to put in. And then he didn't put any in. So... yeah. He's my teammate. These things are not forgotten. Of course they're not, mate. That's the way they're supposed to be. Teammates give each other teammate grief, and that's the thing about it. So let's see if actually I can get Mike in for a chat. Let's see if Mike will come and join me. Wonder if Daniel will as well. So we'll give them a couple of minutes to see if they jump in. But look, overall, I think from Bousson's point of view, you know what I mean? Severio, previously to that, was great driving. And then, as you say, not good driving after that. So, yeah, tough one. Tough one, I think. I'm just seeing if anybody will jump in. Right. None of them look like fancying for a chat this evening, guys. So there we go. So what we are going to do on at that moment in time is we will end it this evening as well. So much love for joining me for the first two of free broadcasts this evening for the Radical Sim Racing series from the Fuji in Japan. I've been James Parfitt. I've been going you through all the action this evening. So really, guys, all that's left for me to say is you all take care. Have a great week. And you never know. We might try to see you on the track next time. Oh, hold on. No, as I end, Kettle Larson jumps in. Hold on. Let's have a quick chat with Kettle. Good evening, Kettle. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm not too bad. I was just about to, literally, it took that long, I thought nobody was going to jump in. I was just about to end it all off, but there you go. You know what I mean? And now everybody jumps in. Okay, so third place finish overall. You know, that's not too bad, is it?
No, I'm happy with it. So, didn't have time to do this much practice on this track, but I tried to save the tires in the start a little bit. But Blanco and Daniel got a little jump on me, so they got a couple of tenths on me. So I lost the draft. But I tried hard in the end, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, but the overall, mate, you got third place in the race. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. You kept it on the black stuff, you scored points, and you finished on the podium.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Of course, a podium position is really good, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, absolutely there, buddy, as well. Onwards and upwards. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before you leave the booth this evening?
Yeah, of course, my team, IGL Coatings and Sanna Trafikkskole, my family, you guys that make a great show, and Team Slowmo. I've practiced a little bit with them, so yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much, Kel, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you next week.
I'm good to race.
Yeah, good to race. Chat to you later.
Hey, bye.
Bye. Right, so now also as well, not only did one jump in, two jumped in as well. We've now got Thomas Renders in the booth. Thomas, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Full of adrenaline. What a race.
Well, you made 3 places, and then you lost 3 places, and then you got to the front of the 3 from Mike, and then you ended up in the middle of the 3. So, overall, not a bad race.
No, it was so much fun. The start was very good. I think I overtook 3 people already in the first corner and the first straight. I made a mistake and spun, which is so easy to do, especially at the last section of this track. I somehow ended up in the fight with Mike and Paul, and wow, that was something special, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely incredible fight. We followed pretty much all of it at the moment. Mike ended up down there because he come into contact with Stefan Severia into the chicane. Unfortunately, Stefan ran in a little bit deep and hit Mike, spun Mike round. So that's why he was where he was, battling with Paul Clark. But overall, mate, races like that keeps us kind of motivated for continual racing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, definitely. This is what we're racing for. I mean, such tense and respectful driving as well. I mean, the first lap, I think I've been 2, 3, 4 wide. I think the whole lap. So and nothing happened. So just kudos for every driver tonight.
Absolutely as well, there, buddy. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before you leave the booth this evening?
I have to say again, Sandro and you and my girlfriend for letting me drive tonight.
No worries at all there as well. So thank you, Thomas, and we look forward to maybe seeing you next week.
Yes, you definitely will. Cheers.
Okay. Right, guys, there we go. David Waters, put the kettle on. Behave yourself. So now I'm off to go and get some coffee, refuel my body for this late one later on in the morning for us in the UK. So if you are about, it'd be great to come and see you and have a chat with me. That would be absolutely amazing. But now, guys, that is it from me this evening. I am off to refuel, ready for the pros later on. So stay tuned for that one as well. Don't forget, guys, if you are watching it live, subscribe, thumbs up, turn on the bells, and if you are watching it back, do exactly the same thing because you won't be disappointed. So, guys, all that's left for me to say once again is I've been James Parfitt. You all take care. Have a great night. And you never know. Might see you on the track sometime. Good night.